already know. I'm looking at my shit. Morning, morning, morning. Yeah, man, I'm just walking to work right now. Dig. I don't see no smoke though, honestly. Nah. Yeah, man, just enjoy it with me, man. Just trying to breathe and walk, breathe and walk. Sometimes you ain't even gotta say much. Breathe and walk. I already eliminated one subject, so I guess today is another people's day. I already feel the attention. I'm not gonna give them my attention. The only reason why they do that, cause they use these other niggas so it can deflect for what I said I was gonna talk about. But I only said that shit just to see how they react. Cause I always say certain things just to control the atmosphere. You feel me? I've been doing this for so long. I know what to say just to get niggas going. You know what I mean? So I know these niggas be scared. It's crazy. But people, it's like a lot of people put a lot of stake in what other people think of them. So knowing that, I use that against them. Since they refuse to leave me alone, sometimes I gotta use my powers, and that's just words. Know what I mean? Trickery and everything else like that. So I'm an honest individual, you know what I mean? Very honest. To a flow at times, you know what I mean? So yeah, to a whole lot of flow at times. So you dig? So I just say certain things just to see how people react, and that's how I get to know who is who. So I've been doing this for a long time, so this ain't nothing new. This was on my way today. Feel me? They be scared when I say I'm gonna talk about them. They be petrified. I'm like, nigga, I ain't got time for you. You're not even that important. The only reason why I even think about you, cause you make it your business to include yourself in my business. But apart from that, I don't really be thinking about niggas. Honestly, I really don't be thinking about these niggas. Niggas separate themselves from this just to indicate something. They waited till I get here and do that. But yeah, I don't be thinking about these niggas. These niggas, they do everything possible so they can be included in my talk, or so I can think about them in some form of way. I really don't be thinking about them. Now I'm so naive sometimes I forget they even there. Then they just gotta do something each and every day just to remind me. And I'm like, oh yeah, these niggas are gay. But yeah, I woke up this morning, I said I was gonna talk about these niggas, but I ain't gonna talk about y'all niggas. I just want to see how I was gonna react. Yeah, not that important for me. Like, you feel me? I'm moving on with my life, man. I'm happy where I'm at. Feel me? It doesn't matter if I'm in Alaska, California, or New York. I will be happy regardless. I'm still the same nigga. When I got cover my face. I'm getting closer to that. They be killing birds and everything else out here. Look, I don't even want to show y'all niggas. It was never like that before, but all of a sudden, this is what we getting. Feel me? But yeah, when I said they got scared because I said I'm about to talk about them, because I realized it's the same people way. I realize the same people over and over. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do it. Let me do a research on these people. Let me see. Let me see the culture, tradition, where they came from, background, the place that they left behind. Then from there, I can get to better access who I'm facing. You dig? But because you'll be surprised when you figure out some of your enemies and the consistent faces of these individuals. You can't really, it's not all of them, of course, but then you gotta do more research and be like, let me take a look at the background, what people call nationalities nowadays. Let me take a look at the background. What is the genetic makeup of this individual? Where does this individual come from? Why does this individual feels the way? Individuals with an S at the end. If I can add another S, it would be the right spelling. S is at the end. Sissies. Sissies. Word up. But yeah, that's what I said this morning. But I'm like, it's not that important. I got too much info. I can destroy a man with my tongue alone. But I just want to be in there. I don't feel like starting that kind of energy up. But I'm gonna let this pass. You feel me? I know you gotta keep the food up, but man, look, sometimes certain energy is not needed, bro. You feel me? Certain things are just not needed, man. I just, I'm gonna be the grown up over here, man. You get sometimes you can't get tired of being a grown up. It's like a mother being tired of being a mother. Nah, you can't. Sometimes, yeah, you might want to take a breather, but it's okay. I signed up for it. I didn't sign up for it, but I've been placing responsibility of it, so I have to be responsible for my ability to respond to these people. So, yeah, I'm gonna be better at my response. You feel me? You dig? It's like I'm driving a car, and my car is my responsibility and priority in life, right? And it's not just my responsibility to be responsible for my car that I'm driving, but I also have to be responsible for the other cars that's driving next to me. And that's how driving is sometimes. Although I never drove a day in my life, I know the concept already that a person who's in the wheel and you driving your car like life itself, you also have to be responsible for the other people that's around you too. And that's what they tell you even at driving school. I'm assuming they should tell you that when you driving on the road, you're not just driving for yourself, you're driving for other people too. You feel me? And that's how accidents don't happen, tragedies don't happen, and everything else like that. So that's how I gotta carry my shit from now. I can't let these people determine what the topic of the day is gonna be by influencing and trying to, you know what I mean? I'd rather alchemize it like I'm alchemizing it right now and try to make an educational purpose out of it, you feel me? And speak life into it. That, yo, I'm not, I like you, like a person who constantly has to attack somebody and always have to insect themselves or initiate themselves into something that they haven't been invited to or appointed to is a weak individual. You dig? And that's just a fact. So the most you will get is the 15 seconds of fame, and that's that. And that's what I'm gonna give you for now. Like, you dig? So it's like I just be like, yo, people just be trying so hard. I'm walking right now, about 5 minutes back. I seen a few cars who was trailing behind me, and they was driving too slow. So I decided to stop so they can pass by. And I'm on the intersection. You feel me? It's like a path to, like the way I'm waiting right now. And this nigga just taking his time passing by type shit. So I decided to wait for a while, and all of a sudden they started driving by faster. Then out of nowhere, the lady just cut in front of me aggressively. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you feel me? I'm not even gonna tell you. It was just a lady that did that. So I'm like, all right, man. Like, I didn't even let that mess up my mood. I just said that because, came up with the subject and everything else. And sometimes it's just how it's not what they do to you. I always say that. It's how you respond to them. You dig? These people they eat off energy. So if you respond a certain way, This is what they're looking for. And they get more mad when you don't respond the way you're supposed to respond. You feel me? They get aggravated, frustrated. They be mad as hell because you didn't respond the way they expect you to respond. You feel me? They get OD mad. So you just don't be, trust me, whatever they do to you, all you gotta do is just change how you look at it. And I bet you, it could be the worst thing they did to you, but then you will find happiness in the result of your reply. I swear. If you reply in a good way, you will find joy in that. But if you reply in an angry way, then whatever they did to you actually becomes worse than what it was. So I try not to even give these people my energy, because they always trying to set themselves. But anyway, I woke up this morning. Here I am, walking my beautiful path like I always do. You can see the sky. You see the shine. You see the shine, nigga. You see the shine in the sky. Yeah, niggas always, they making threats, but we still out here. Now I mean, gonna get that paper and everything else like that. God bless y'all. Feel me? God bless me. God bless everybody else that I've seen along the way. I come out here, pray for everybody in the world, type shit like that. Man, listen, man. I know there's people out there who want me to get locked up and everything else like that. It's crazy, the things that they wish upon me, man. It's crazy, man. But yeah, wouldn't report themselves on the things that they do. It's crazy, bro. The same person that would call the cops on you. But that's not even how the law works, man. Shit crazy. Because a person can get jammed up in something and then give up information on another person, then whoever's in charge would deem that, all right, we're going to take that case over this case. And truth of the matter, they're both wrong. You should have just prosecute both cases the same way. But since that person gave up some form of information on the next person that the cops really want, it seems like they forgive crimes or they give you a lesser crime. So what is the justice in that? So men justice is unfair. A lot of niggas be fronting. Anyway, so men justice is justice is unfair. You feel me? You dig? Yeah, nigga driving by and making up that trigger sign and shit. I'm like, yeah, who's this nigga, man? What's the point? You bad. I tell you, these niggas get petrified. When you tell them you're gonna talk about them, they involve other people or they involve people that look like us, then they just be scared. Like, why involve yourself in something like this that's so public, but yet you so scared of being exposed? You feel me? You fucking with the wrong nigga then. You know what I mean? You just fucking with the wrong nigga. Like, I'm not good for your health then. As an individual, I'm just not good for you then. Because I'll eat you alive with my words. And I'll do the research just to back it up and destroy you with it. I don't never have to lift a finger or a gun or a knife. You have to do that because you're a coward. You need a weapon. Coward. Cowards. You feel me? How many people do they have? It's at least 1,000 to 1. How can 1,000 run away from one? That's what the biblical Bible said, right? How can 1,000 run away from one? There's at least 1,000 to 1, and yet they always make threats. You gonna use a gun? You gonna use a knife? Hey, nigga, use a coward. Just a coward. That's what a coward does. Even when a coward has an advantage and everything else, they're still fearful of you. They're so fearful of God's people that it looks to the naked eye, it'd be like, damn, this shit look like Jeff. It'd be like, damn, Jeff, this shit, another intersection. I still gotta watch my surroundings and shit like that, cause I'm about to cross over to the other side of the platform or the sidewalk. Yeah, it's like 1,000 to 1, and yet they're fearful and they always want to make justice like. I mean, they bring in people who are 5 times my size and they still fearful. It's like, damn, how powerful is the person that I believe in? It's like, or the person that's behind me that I don't know. My crew, yeah, the crew, Marvin. I'm Marvin, but you don't see my mob. You dig? You dig? Like niggas got use planes, cars. They want to use weapons. They try to use cars. They try to poison your food and shit. People smile in your face and still try to poison your food and everything else. Have you coughing a lot of when you start coughing a lot of fungus, or you talking and you gotta spit and everything else like that, that means that the things that you eating, your body's rejecting it. So it turns into what is it called? Mucus. That's a fungus. It turns into mucus, and that's why people spit out a lot sometimes, or cough. You cough up. Sometimes they cough up mucus a lot, because whatever you ate in that moment in time, probably like 25 minutes. It's according to how your immune system is. Whatever you ate in that moment in time, yeah, that shit form mucus very fast. Your body create mucus very fast, so it can come out right away because your body's rejecting it. So maybe something that's in there that it disagree with. That's why you spit. So if you find yourself always spitting, or you like myself, if I drink, let's say I was eating some taco, right? And then all of a sudden I finished eating. Then I started coughing. Then you hear the mucus and everything else. Then you clear your throat. Yeah, that means that whatever's in that food, or it could be anything. It could be a bad vegetable, or it could be something dirty in there. Yeah, that's what caused that mucus in that moment in time. So it's like you might want to check whoever sold you that, or you might want to check how you cooked it yourself. And that's why the mucus is just an indication that something your body's rejecting something. That's all. That's all mucus is. Sometimes mucus is good for us, but too much mucus can definitely block out the electrical signal of communication between cells. It is like and a mucus is equivalent to you wearing gloves and protecting yourself from electricity, basically. You know what I mean? It cannot it stops the communication between your body parts and everything else. And that's how cancer forms sometimes. Cause that's how cancer forms sometimes. So that's how some people be having cancer and some form of heart diseases and all this, lung cancer and everything else. Cause sometimes we have too much mucus in our body, and it's because of the food that we eat and everything else. Like it has nothing to do with any other thing but just the food that we put in our system. Plain and simple. People say cigarettes and everything else, but it always comes down to the food that we eat. Everything comes down to the food that we eat. That's why they attack us through our food. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I mean sexually transmitted disease. It's not because of sexual transmitted disease, HIV and everything else. No, all these things come down to the food that we eat. Because I was just doing my research the other day. I didn't finish it. But since we at it, I might as well talk about it. You feel me? Yeah, there is cancers out there that are related to causing HIV. Yes. The same way, they don't even know, if you go research right now, they don't even know how they test cancer, honestly. The way they diagnose cancer is the same way they diagnose HIV. Truth. I did the research the other day, probably like a week back too. I didn't finish it because it's more question that I gotta ask Google, and it's the way you ask the question. Sometimes that will give you a better understanding to what you're looking for. And sometimes you could be doing a research, and it leads you to other stuff, other questions that you have to do more research upon. But so far, what I've been doing is asking Google questions, and from there, just slowly taking the information in. Because at the same time, I gotta digest the information myself so I can understand it from my point of view. You feel me? So uh, let it marinate between me, and let it go, let it bounce off the information that I have within me. Then do more research. I have to take my time with the research itself so I can have a better understanding and not rush into it. But so for what I know is that cancer and HIV and any other sexually transmitted diseases all come from the food that we eat. And that's because too much mucus is in our food. Too much things that our body, once we eat it, boom, our body basically turn these things. I don't know how the process go, but then it turns into mucus, and that's why you see me every chance that I get, I gotta spit. If it feels like a mucus, I be like, spit it out, cause you gotta listen to your body. You know what I mean? I just be like, then I spit it out. Like, you feel me? And still work out and everything else like that. But when I say workout, it doesn't mean necessarily mean like, yo, go to the gym and all that stuff. You could do that if you have the luxury of doing that. You have the time to do that. But this is working out. Me talking on the phone with you and walking. You feel me? Just walking. The proper way of walking is basically walking with your arms, swinging your arms back and forth. Make sure both arms are moving. I'm not properly walking right now because I'm walking and talking on the thing. So that's not the right way to do it. But make sure that your arms are moving and you walking, and make sure all your joints are moving. And this is an exercise. This is a form of exercise. You just walking and talking. That's an exercise. When you at work, that's another form of exercise. You feel me? Whatever kind of work you're doing, you could be writing. You reach for your computer, you type. Yeah, you working on some form of muscles in your body. So just try to do it to the fullest of your ability. Especially if you're doing it every day, you might as well take advantage of it. You feel me? And if who said that? And what's the difference between you waking up in the morning, brushing your teeth, and taking a shower? And those are all form of workout too. What's the difference between somebody reaching for a heavier weight and you reaching for your toothbrush? You feel me? When I reach for my toothbrush, yeah, stretch. Make sure you step back a little bit and stretch. That's another form of, that's a beginning to a workout. You feel me? Try to see it in that form. When you see in that form, you be mindful and you be like, let me take advantage of this moment. You feel me? When I'm at work, sometimes I work hard. Sometimes I work hard, you feel me? I be going, because in my mind, yeah, it's a form of workout, you feel me? Who said that? Who told you that it was not? I don't have to be in the gym to feel like I'm working out. It, that's not how life is spelled. You feel me? Like, now you want to put your mind into that frame. Oh, I'm working out now because I'm in the gym. Oh, I am jogging, so I'm no. Who says that jogging and walking is different? Like everything is the same. Basically, we happen to put this in categories and be like, oh, I walked to the store. No, you worked out on your way to the store because the walking itself, what's like a workout? So you might want to not go to your local store sometimes. Sometimes you might sometimes just go to a further store. Now I mean stretch out your legs a little bit. Feel me? That's another form. Like when you keep that mindfulness of it. Who said that's not a workout? Who said that? It's just not a bigger workout. You feel me? Now I can't tell you that driving your car all day that's a workout. You might want to stretch your legs out a little bit. You got a 45-minute break. Yeah, walk around. Now I mean that's stretching your body out a little bit by the things that you do. But anyway, the food that we eat are what is causing the problems in the world. And that's that. Like, you feel me? Those are the things that cause all these diseases, all these transmitted diseases. You feel me? When we take a look at the man and the woman's sperm, at least 90% of that is food. The rest is just the sperm itself and every other fluids in there. But yeah, the rest is food. It's literally food. It's literally the food that you ate, and that's what is working its way. You know what I mean? The water that you drink and everything else is part of your blood and everything else like that. So the food and the food and the liquids that we drink is what is causing the problem. Nothing else. Nothing else, bro. So they tell you about these other things and the mucus and everything else like that. You just gotta watch the food that you eat. You gotta watch the people that serve you the food, because these people will not face you like men and women. They will try to attack you through your food and everything else and still smile in your face and be very welcoming to you because they want your money, but at the same time, they want you dead type shit like that. So, yeah, like I was saying earlier, man, it's like 1,000 to 1. And yet these people still want to act like they want to do something to me. Come on, man, let's be for real, man. Like, let's be for real. Like, niggas be fronting, man. I'm all the way on another coast, and the same kind of people are still throwing that kind of energy against me. So I'm like, yo, I woke up this morning, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm like, you know what, these niggas, That's what they want. They want you to speak. They want you to say something about that, and so they could be like, "See, he hate us, he hate us." But behind closed doors, they trying everything in their life, so I can speak about them. You feel me? I ain't gonna talk about y'all niggas, man. I woke up today. I wanted to talk about the men and women in our society and how we need to be bonding together more, and how we each individually as a man and a woman needs to find ourselves and be better at what we do as individuals. I believe most of the problem that we have in the world is because of the man's fault. You feel me? I don't think men are being men. Like, I feel like we have a lot of weak men out there, and that's the reason why the women aren't the way they are. That's why we have a high level of frequency and hoish behavior, because there's no respect for the man itself. The woman sees that. You feel me? It's in her natural habitat to rebel against such things because she wants a strong man. And if there's no strong man around, then you're going to have a hoish behavior. You're going to have more lesbians and dykes, and you're going to have more feminine men because it's a rebellious attitude, or it's a rebellious energy towards men who are weak. Like, you feel me? We spending too much time competing with other men, and it's like you can see the energy that's going on. You can see it. You feel me? And that's what's going on right now. Let me get by these people. Nigga drove fast just to come my way, block my path. No limits. No limits. No limit. Hey, what's good, doggy? Man, murder that. No limit. Yeah. Word. I be having so many subjects when I'm at home laying down. I can talk about so many things, but let's talk about the thing. But yeah, I just feel like the reason why the women are acting out the way they acting out, because there's only a few real men that is out there, bro. It's too many men competing with other men, and they're not paying enough attention to their woman. Like, you have not put in the work for yourself to be a man. Is a man you have to be confident in your being. You feel me? Like, a lot of men are not confident. The reason why you go out your way, you don't even go out your way for your wife. You don't go out your way for your kids. But yeah, you gonna drive 40 miles per hour, 50 miles. Shout out to Matt Barnes. You see what happened? It's not Matt Barnes' fault, but I'm just saying. I mean, you have women like that cheated on Matt Barnes with their fixture, right? Matt Barnes drove like 100 miles just to get to the place to kick Derek Fisher's ass, which was rightfully so. He had to kick he did that. Like, he drove. Like, he could have taken a plane, but he drove. You know how mad you gotta be to drive that far to go to see another man just to beat that man's ass? But now, back then, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That nigga was really, really mad. Like, and I'm like, damn, you know how mad you gotta be? And I posed that question. You know how mad you gotta be to stay focused that long and still go over there and beat that nigga ass? But now I'm posting a question like, has he ever drove that far for his wife? You feel me? Did you go that far when she was your wife? I mean, we now know that she wasn't worth it for you to drive that long, cause you feel me? Look at what she was doing when she was with you. You feel me? No shots at you, baby girl, but like I was saying, like, most of these women, I feel like these women supposed to be sleeping with at least 10 men, honestly, because we not doing it for them. I'm sorry to say. The world has given us false ideas of what a man is supposed to be. But I'm not saying Matt Barnes is not a real man. I'm saying that what he did, he drove 100 miles. And it's like that same energy that he drove to go beat another man's ass up, or the same energy that some of these people show against me. Are you showing the same energy to your woman, your kids, and the things that matter to your life? No, you're not doing that. You're too busy trying to compete with other men and try to show off yourself to other men and degrading other men, because they're giving us a false hope of what a man is. You feel me? So we doing a bare minimum and asking our women to do a lot more than what they're supposed to be doing. You understand? That's like raising two kids. You gotta look at the time, because sometimes they should be shutting off with Notify me. Anyway, that's like raising two kids and pampering one and being hard on the other one, thinking that the one that you're being hard on, it's like it affects both of them, because the one that you pampering will go out into the world and wouldn't be ready for the things that is thrown at them, and the other one that you being hard on will also go out into the world, although will be ready for the world, will be a minister to society because he'll be hard on other women and everything else, and it could be a reflection of how you treated him, or could be too hard on letting people in. You feel me? And that's the same thing with the man and the woman. It's like we've been too hard on our woman. You feel me? And we've been pampering the man emotion. So most men do the bare minimum. They give me 40% of their energy, then give their work 30% of their energy, then spend another, let's say 5% or whatever. I just said 40 for me, 30 for work. That's 70 already, bro. Now you only got 30% left. We ain't even add your kids and wife in there. You give me your wife only 15%. We're not even talking about your side chicks and all the other chicks that you entertaining. You feel me? It's like when I said me, I'm talking about they competing with other men. Let's just say he's not competing with another man and he's fucking multiple women. Now you fucking multiple women, and you going back to your wife, and now you fucking your wife too. You're not even giving all that energy, that side chick energy. You feel me? The energy that you give to the other woman, you could have gave to your what do you call it, your wife. You feel me? You could have gave that all the energy to her, but yet you splitting these energy, and your wife is complaining like, yo, I need more activity sometimes. You feel me? And eventually, after a while, her sex drive is gonna die because she's a good woman and she don't want to do nothing with nobody else. So her body has been inclined, or has declined into sexual activities that her body has become the norm for her. So she's not in the mood no more. Because other women don't want you now. Now you want to go back to your wife and require her to do what other women have done for you. And it's like, no, nigga, like, I'm not in the mood, nigga. We wasn't doing it in the past. Why do you want it now? The reason why he wanted it now, because he's not getting it like he used to now. And you happen to be the one that's always there. Like, nah, I mean, he has no choice now. You feel me? True, but we are not men. Like, we are not men. We've been raised in a world where we have placed ourselves on a pedestal. You feel me? We have one race of men who have placed themselves on a pedestal. They've decided what a man is to the rest of the world. And we going by this general. You feel me? We going by, oh, you have to be, whatever they place. Man, fair, let's Google this. Let me Google it for y'all. Because even if when you Google this aspect, and you even go to images, you will see a man in a suit. You will see it's like they have poses of what a man is supposed to be. They have a pose of what a man is supposed to. Sometimes these men be having beard, rugs. They just look imposing. You feel me? When I say they have poses of what a man is supposed to be, they have images of what a man is supposed to look like, but yet do not embody what a man is. It's like a person who have long hair and act like that person is righteous, and they act like they're Jesus Christ, but yet don't follow the teachings of Jesus Christ. And that's what we have nowadays. It's like you have men that look like men, but are actually not men, because they're not doing what men, they're not doing men, like they're not honest, they're not stand-up guys. It's like they don't have integrity. They don't have none of that stuff. Like, they don't buy. All these things take time. I have to say, hold on, let me Google this shit real quick on my shit. I went to Google and just Google man. And man is an adult male human. Prior to that's funny. They put an Indian man photo next to being a man. And he still got beard and everything else. He has a beard, he has his arms folded, trying to look manly. But nowadays they're trying to change the look of what a man. He has my shirt on too, the same color of my shirt. I guess it's saying something. Prior to adulthood, a male human is referred to as a boy. Yeah. Like most other male mammals, a man's genome inhabits an XY. They're going genetics. We know about the XY and the Y chromosomes and the sex. I'm not talking about the scientific aspect of it. XY. We don't even know why we have X and Y. And we don't know none of these things. I'm just ashamed though. I hope these niggas ain't listening. Yeah, these niggas want to act tough and shit. You want to sit in your car. You niggas is cowards. Let's just call it for what it is. You feel me? You gotta shoot somebody in the back and everything else, or beat somebody. Or you want to drug, nigga? This is cat. You not a man, nigga. Like you hating on the next man because they make more money than you. You want to shoot another rapper? This topic has to be raised because it's like these people are cowards, and this is what we be praising these people for. Some of these people are bragging in their hoods. I call the body and all that. No, nigga, these are not manly attributes. So I gotta call it out. They always want to place people in a category, like this a man belonging to a particular category, as by birth, resident, membership, or occupation, usually used in combination. You got husband, lover, da da da. Man, listen, man, give me the shit that I want. Yeah, they said, let me read this one. They said, one possesses one that possesses. I'm gonna read it my way. One that possesses in a high degree that quality considered distinctive of a manhood, such as courage, strength, and whatever da da da. The quality of state of being manly. Like you feel me? They don't even understand what it is. It's like we just going by it. You feel me? One who can fulfill or has been chosen to fulfill one's requirement. Like that definitely, like my nigga, it's so much definition. It's not one, like we can't just look into the animal kingdom and be like, okay, what possesses a man? Because that's what we have to do. Sometimes, ooh, look at that bird. Hold on. I always gotta take the time out to acknowledge this bird. The camera never does justice like the eye can. Just can't. I don't care how great the technology is. Don't move. This nigga's an asshole. I just told him that because I seen him about to move. I'm like, yo, do not move, my nigga. I see you, bro. You ain't slick. Bro thought he was slick. I see him. I told him not to move. Yeah, but what I'm saying, man, most of these people, like, I'm just like, I have to call it out for what it is. Like, there's so much definition of what the person who said what a man is. He doesn't even know. Because every time there's a new definition of what a man is. Then they want men wearing dress. Like, what kind of option do you think our women have? Our women have no option, bro. They don't have that many options. They really don't. Then we got girls being like, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a man wearing a dress and a man wearing a woman's clothing. It's like, you feel me? It's like, then why would God differentiate both sexes? If there was nothing wrong, then why make two sexes? You feel me? We gotta put God back in our life. You feel me? That's what we gotta do. We have to put God back in our life because our women really don't have that many options. The niggas brag about how they fuck this nigga bitch and fuck that nigga bitch, and it's like, okay, if that is true, then why does she has to fuck like two other niggas in the same day? That means you're not even fulfilling her. You feel me? It's like, don't even blame her, man. She not being fulfilled by all four of y'all. So she had to fuck like three niggas. Y'all ran a train on her and that shit wasn't even enough. So how do we even demonize her for the things that she did? You feel me? Because you didn't even do what you were supposed to do as an individual. Like, you were supposed to pound that shit that she don't even want no more. She's like, all right, this nigga did his job and that's it. That's that. But yeah, she would leave your house and go to the next nigga house because she's not fulfilled. Because we don't even know what the fuck we doing. Like, we think, okay, she came, I did my job and everything. No, the bitch didn't come. We don't even know whether she came or not. It looked like she came. She showed substance like she came. You feel me? Like, do we really know? Because every decade I keep reading something new about what it takes. You dig? That we want to blame and demonize these women for the exact same things that we do. Huh? What we doing? That's what I'm saying. Most of these niggas and men, when I be dealing with some of these boys out here, and some of these people think their accomplishment is what makes them a man, or the obstacles. Oh, I gotta put this shit on. or the obstacles that they face in life is what makes them a man. I have I haven't been a man my whole life myself. I'm learning too. I learn from the same system that you learn from. I'm in the same environment as most of y'all niggas, the surroundings and everything else. You feel me? And that's Earth, man. And it's like you see the system is global.